the day that my Father has made. I will rejoice. Jah, I thank you for this morning. Oh, it's a brand new day. Little bird, they thank him as they sing. So let's all get down and pray.
Greetings, Teach and the Prof fans. We are here once more with a very interesting topic. A topic that everybody can relate to, some form or the other, and one that should take very seriously. So we are here today to just share our personal experience and tips, on how to deal with this issue. With me, as usual, I have my host, Prof. Wagwan Prof.
Yeah, party. Welcome. Our
So tonight,
YouTube fans.
all right, welcome as usual. Please like, subscribe, and share our content to friends, family. We appreciate it.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell, all right?
Okay, so tonight's topic is the pandemic and the mental health issue that may comes with it. A lot of people may be suffering in silence. Some are suffering and don't diagnose that they have been suffering the mental illness due to the situation of 2020 and to current. And we're going to share our experience and some tips, the ways that we can identify if somebody may be stressed to the point that their mental health needs to be checked out. So, boss, how we treat you? How this long drawn out thing I've been treating you personally?
Well, I mean, I not sure where to begin, because my mental health started before COVID, because I had a high pressure job, and it started before that, but after COVID, after I got laid off.
So you actually got you were directly impacted by
impacted by COVID. I honestly have that work for over a year. And there are times that I do have these anxiety attacks. When you think about the future and the opportunities that are available to you.
All those attacks manifest themselves.
Well, you worry. You begin to worry. You begin to think about the mortgage. You begin to think about all the bills that need to be paid. And they begin to, oh crap, said whatever relief I have is coming up soon. It's gonna expire soon.
It's July, right? Early?
Well, I had to extend it again for another 90 days.
So you're going August, September, somewhere down there, so?
October. Yeah, so God is good. Give me a bit more time, a bit more breathing room. I'm open, as I've always hoped whenever it has been extended, is to find a job before. Yeah.
Within that time. So you don't necessarily even want to ride out the extension until October.
No.
Mm-hmm. Because as soon as you get something, you're automatically off.
Yeah, you notify them and and you work out a deal, and you're off. And unemployment doesn't last forever.
It shouldn't be a dependent. It's a temporary.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah. So
you talk about anxiety due to worry about the future, or if I'm going to still be unemployed after the relief ends.
Dries up,
Yeah. But the irony of that, just suppose no Jamaica version.
Well, you can tell the Jamaica version.
So that never do.
You can tell the
I
Jamaica
laugh
version.
first. I feel laugh because I sit here and listen to you
Because,
having anxiety attack about the future while getting help. No.
as I'm saying, no, as I'm saying,
Yeah.
there's always worse out there.
All right. My situation with COVID is that I'm also unemployed for over a year. So yes, people, we said it. This is too
Yes,
unemployed.
Yes.
Utilizing the time we have at home. I think we shared this at the beginning that we had time, but I don't think we tell them,
No, we
we've got time.
Right. Yeah.
So the pandemic creates time, and we try to utilize it, and it helps to because we start to talk every day because it's not a therapy. Part of the therapy of occupying the mind space and reason out things and talk about everything, and it helps the both of us,
And the channel helps as well, The channel helps
man.
as well,
So we just extend that now to the channel and continue that process through this, And so my one, boy, Jamaica rough, Yeah.
You. Oh.
All Jamaicans out there, home and abroad, Jamaica rough. We don't have the finances in terms of the economy cannot back what is necessary to aid the unemployed.
Right.
Pandemic. So what we have, we were on a program, and we were on a program where the government gave 10,000 Jamaican dollars to people who are qualified. So you have to apply to an online portal.
And what's the qualification?
Just being unemployed, and so you state your last workplace and you state yes and unemployed. You put your TRN, and they will check your TRN. It's like your social security.
Social security, right?
It will tell you if you are working or not. To check. I got personally. I applied. I was approved. No, I don't see no in my account. So it's supposed to go direct to your bank account. I called them, and they said, yes, I'm approved. I said, yes, I know that. They said, it was sent. I said, can you show proof that it's lodged? Because the month that you said it was sent, and there's nothing from nobody.
How long ago was this?
This is, what are we in now? June?
Wasn't this approved last year?
Yeah, man. This is before election. Election was September.
Oh my God.
So it's somewhere in June, July, August, somewhere there, July, August. So, yeah, man, nothing. So we don't have anything coming on a regular, 2 fortnight or monthly that cushions the mortgage, food, the utilities.
Yeah.
We have to just make do on our own. So that's the difference. However, what is similar is that the anxiety and probably in greater proportion. What one? It's when this thing all done. This thing now stop. All right. 2 more months. All right. 3 more months. All right.
When is a thing? When is a thing? You mean COVID, right?
Yeah, man. This pandemic thing.
Because, can I interject?
Yeah.
So I was reading something this week, and they're saying that there's a 6% increase in COVID. No, there is 6% of people with the Indian variant in the US. And it's more contagious, and it comes with way more illness. And if you're vaccinated, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you got the Pfizer vaccine, the Pfizer, right? That's Pfizer, Moderna, J&J. What's the other one again?
AstraZeneca. But you don't want AstraZeneca in
No, I just want to try to jog my memory. So if you got the Pfizer shot or the Moderna shot, right? You may need a third shot for the Indian variant.
it's not going away. That basically you tell me all of that to say that put another 3 more months on it or another 6 months on it.
So when I heard that, my heart sank. I was like, what the hell? And you're listing the issues with the Indian variant. I must say, this thing is not going away, man.
So just we got to ease over the UK variant of it, and the treatment, the vaccine, we can treat the UK version. Now we're hearing about the Indian, and it may not work well. The doses that you currently have may not work effectively with that variant. This is sad.
Scary.
This is sad. Because this is the thing that causes anxiety. Because you get anxiety over paying the bills, getting a work, wondering when the pandemic will end. You know, there's always something there to make you anxious. And that anxiety can play a massive thing on your mental health.
Yeah, but, and the thing is, you know, a lot of cities a lot of states have fully opened. New York City is not one of those states. They're looking to open it around 4th of July weekend, fully open. You know, around 4th of July, you know, next month.
What if it's fully open on this Indian variant? What you're seeing in front of you?
So now I'm wondering if that Indian variant is going to delay
the reopening of New York.
Yeah. And is it going to cause a closure in other states that are fully open? Because the thing is, in the UK, right? In the UK, where my sister live, right? What place am I again, man? There's a particular city in the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
It starts with B. Is that Birmingham?
Brixton?
No, not Brixton. No, not Brixton. Where they're in tier 3 because of the Indian variant, because it has a huge Indian population, right? And they might, and if they're going to tier 4,
close them again.
That's a close up for them.
Mm-hmm.
One talk. I'm gonna look it up.
So this thing basically just not going away. So for me, to continue my experience and my journey over the almost year and a half now of the pandemic, because it affected Jamaica before it reached Jamaica. It reached Jamaica when? March 10th?
Yeah.
But it have started to affect us before because it was in the US. We see the stories. I know that when the saying goes, if US sneeze, we catch draft, the flu.
Right.
So,
hold on.
Yeah.
Before I forget, the city is Bedford, Bedfordshire.
Oh. So we were worrying about it before it got here on March 10th. So for me, one of the biggest things, every employer took the opportunity. Some, to be fair, took the opportunity to scale down. But most took the opportunity to work with what they have. So if somebody if a post never filled before the pandemic, we now fill it during the pandemic.
Right.
Understand? So them probably not necessarily reduce staff during the pandemic, but them never increase staff, even if space was there too.
Right, they didn't grow.
HR freeze everything.
Everything, yeah.
You know, so apart from people getting laid off or redundant or whatever, no employment was happening, and everybody used it as an excuse. The pandemic was used as an excuse why things are not moving forward. Whether true or lie, that was it. And it delays the opportunity, and it keep you home, and it keep the anxiety up, and it keep the crisis. And I tell you, when you have the family at home, especially spouse, when you're not used to, you're married and you spend a little honeymoon together, and the honeymoon lasts 1 week, and you take leave, vacation leave, and you go up on vacay, and after a while, you start vacay together, because the vacay together now work out, so we're not scheduled to vacay together. You might schedule that 1 week, but you're not scheduled that 3 weeks together.
Right.
And then this pandemic come now, after you're comfortable with the structure where you have, I put in a month, span up a month, span up a month, span up a month in a little small environment. Plus, you have curfew and restriction, so you can't even go out. So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
boom, bound. People, Jerusalem. That's all I can tell you. Big guy though, Jerusalem.
So my friend, you have. So, mine was worse. We didn't have any curfew, but we had a lockdown, right?
We had a few. Yeah, we had a few.
We had a lockdown, full lockdown, right? I'm not talking about the beginning of the pandemic, right? Because at the beginning of the pandemic, late March, I was in the hospital for a week. Appendicitis. Very scary time. Being in the hospital room, and my room was right by the nurse's station. So I could hear every COVID talk. I could hear the nurse panicking. I could hear them say they're not ready. They're not prepared. They don't have this. They don't have PPE suit. They don't have mask. And I was like,
everything that you don't want to hear, you were hearing it.
Hearing me nearly lose my mind. And the only way they could check me out, I had to pass bowels. And that wasn't happening. For what reason? Right? Anyway, eventually I went home. But we were in total, the kids were home. The wife was home. And then it was cold. That is the worst part for me,
Yeah.
It's the shorter days. So less sunlight. And the weather. You can't even go outside, kick back, backyard or wherever, by a balcony if you live in an apartment and just.
Yeah, that's what make you worse, because I could go outside at least. Because I don't walk around the park.
Outside, you had the nice warm Jamaican sun. I'm not saying it's better, but I'm just, the grass always look green on the other side, my friend. You know what I mean? and I whenever I call Jamaica, I call my family in Jamaica, right? And I see everybody in the yard running up and down, the kids and everybody outside, but they're locked down still. But and I'm like, Jesus,
It look so bad.
It looks so bad to me. Come on, at least outside.
You know what? With that said, and all of that is true. The sun is out there. The weather is good to take a walk, and we just can't go outside. After a while.
Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about. We know diagnose it or view it as a mental issue, but reading and at time go back by and you gather more information, you speak to other people in your ear. So that's a part of it. You just not have you lose the will to do regular normal stuff.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you don't even want to get up out of bed. You lay down.
So you say, what is sense? And then you sit down and put on the weight.
Yeah. Or you get up, you force yourself to get up, you get breakfast, you go back and lay down.
Yeah. So my place was a couch and the remote. I'm just stuck. Till my wife look at me and say, you screwed on this up. I did some TikTok with it.
Yeah.
That's yeah, that's then at the court, so you know, yeah, may have to do it because I said, what are they? I mean that, you know, I mean that. So, we don't know, maybe we can share it for the program. I don't know. For sure, people that we say, you know, so when I make that thing over thing, you know, so I got joke off my one and free up my step. But now I'm gonna make it laugh me and overpower me. I'm gonna say, I'm laugh at it. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at it.
Yeah, you have to laugh at it. You have to pray on it. You have to reach out, even when you don't feel like communicating.
Have somebody, at least one person,
You
you can totally truthful and what you're experiencing.
Because there are times, you know, when I don't want to talk to anybody. People call me, I didn't answer the phone. But I have one brethren. Me not for call him. You know, some people say, oh, me not call, kind of call me. Me never have to call him. He call me at least once a week. Sammy call me.
Mm-hmm.
At least once a week. Clockwork Sammy and give me a shout to say, all right, Ray, yeah, man. What about football and God? At some point we're gonna get wrapped up in our TV, sports. You know.
But if not know what I do, say it might help you change your mood and get you out of one little settings where and depress you. You know,
right.
It's just a good thing, but it'll help you.
No, in the no, because we never used to hear from Sammy every week, you know.
Oh, so things are concept. Oh, is that effort?
Sammy made it a point of duty to give me a shot at least once a week. You know, and even now, a year after, him still do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of attest to that because when most of the time when Sammy talk to you, he would give me a yellow, you know.
Yeah, man. So yellow carry for me.
So that helps communicating at least one person. My one person would be, but they have my brothers do the music thing.
Yes. That was a good distraction too.
Yeah, because and I mean do it because I said me create a look how long we have WhatsApp and me create a WhatsApp group just for the three of us.
Right.
You know, during the time. So the time the pandemic allows you when you try escape, allow you to be creative. How am I gonna be what I go on, how I feel, and you find avenues, and that I wanna have them I will chat every day, you know. So it was that, it was you, and it was minor few other people, but you couldn't close out. When you feel like you want to close out, you have to fight it. You know? Yeah.
You know, say we have a family group with my sister and my mother. Man. And we used to do bingo on WhatsApp video. And so every household, so it was New York, Cayman, when my sister there, Scotland, and Jamaica, Bulby. 4 different locations, and each location had its own bingo. I would took turn calling. You know, one night to a big Bronx. I did it like week, Friday, Saturday.
And you weren't doing nothing like this before the pandemic.
Never.
So it allows it opportunity. You know, It creates opportunity.
It did. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, after we haven't played in a long time because things happen. You know, but it was good. You know, it was helpful. It was thinking outside the box, and trying to find a way to bring everybody together despite the distance, and it helped.
And take your mind off of the reality.
Yes.
Yep.
Because, pardon my tell you so. It's the first time I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this by YouTube. I have had suicidal thoughts. for a lot and for a while, not just COVID. I've had suicidal attacks before.
Oh, they're not blaming COVID.
No, I'm not blame COVID.
It predates COVID-19.
It predates COVID. Sometimes I feel like I a trader come, I'm gonna step in front of it, and I'm not exaggerate. But I think about my kids then. Think about the people that will love me.
And you said that job related? That was job related?
Eh?
That was job related, stress from the job?
Life.
Not achieving some of the goals that you're
Some goals, that you hope to achieve and not reaching certain point or worrying about not being able to continue to provide for your family, not being able to when a child get ready for college, they work so hard, they do so well, and when time for them to go to college,
you can't come here.
Yeah. And I get and is that the older I get, the more homesick I become. I am extremely homesick. Extremely homesick for Jamaica.
Yeah. Mikey, my brother, when they are listening to the tone at times, I try to figure out who more homesick than who. Because the man is so homesick that it depresses him. And he's working. It depresses him.
But so, there, I'm a mind that Jamaica.
You have to be careful now on my show now. See?
But the thing is,
beaches and the rivers and falls.
We see it on YouTube. We see it on YouTube. We see it on Instagram. We see it on Facebook.
But I don't want to be a contributor to the already depressed. So
90% of my YouTube channel are Jamaican. Jamaica. I subscribe to 90% of Jamaican content. Whether it is food, location, whatever.
And seeing those things, and you're the home, you're not distracted by working. Your home and social media is just there. And what content is bringing to you will depress you.
I know sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes it does distract me. You see other people happy and for the sun and the beach but after I don't watch it, then I get depressed.
My brother said I'm gonna run away, I'm a big man.
I feel the same way,
I'm gonna run away.
I feel the same way. But that's where I come from.
Anybody else will say come and nobody know want to come, then just get up one man and not see.
In fact, I've been entertaining the idea of selling my house and just come to Jamaica. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who coming. But I've had that thought.
You're not alone. So I tell you my brother, me there, I'm the one to the reverse. So you have been disgusted that the reverse. 3 months, brother. US Embassy, when I run away. When I intend to run away. And you can look at my visa usage over the years. I'm an immigration attack.
Okay.
I want to see how we use my thing, business wise and vacation wise. I'm going to stick to me give 2 weeks or 2 weeks. I'm not in any extension thing neither. Right? You see right now, like all that thing and I go away. Something just step away like a plague. Me need a break from that place. So don't judge me if me do 3 months. Me never do a 3 months yet. Don't judge. That's all I say. I'll be back after my mental health.
Maybe we need a 3 months of Jamaica then.
Yeah, we need to switch.
Maybe 3 months of Jamaica.
We need to switch because
maybe that we need.
yeah. So we can cross park on JFK.
But me no want to call Jamaican in there. What the fuck me that Jamaican in? What the purpose? You never touch road, brother.
Yeah. The man create solution for himself. Him not people, him not get it. Him not hear good. I saw the thing I go.
No. Listen. When you come on here 3 months, me I go down. I do 3 months.
Okay.
We never touch road party.
So
I don't think we touch road, you know.
you know, Jamaica rivers and beaches open.
Open.
On the 3rd of July. We have been closed for months. So people are taking it.
You know, open already? July?
On the 3rd.
Oh.
It was open on the 3rd, and people are taking advantage. But there are still restrictions. Still no grouping than 10 on the beach. So you just try to keep a distance. And
no beach party.
Yeah. Like,
no beach trip.
We're not going to go to Rick's Cafe. We're not going to go to
No, not just one.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. But people, another part of the mental health, people are so desperate. They have decent people, you know. We burn out certain things and unruly things, you know. We get unruly during the pandemic.
Yeah, man.
They must want to eat some party, you know. They gone, you know. And them never was like that. There were rule bearers. There were people who stick to rules and regulation and cuss people who break rules and this. And them can't take it no more.
Yeah, they had to escape. They had to find an outlet.
And them know so the police are come for it. And them are run up and down at night. I jump people fence. Lose them shoes like Cinderella behind.
What? You know something? This didn't just happen in Jamaica. It happened everywhere. It happened.
You look at some of the people always gonna do that. We know. But
that's how unruly one them.
Yeah, we know to them exist. But we have new people coming up where when them go home and look what them just go through. Some of them, it was a Clarendon one. I saw a video where the police and I run them down, right? And the people scatter. And them say a video subsequent to that now. From the party go. When them a walk. I said them tired. They don't know what them there now.
Yeah. We never see that.
Them just run that darkness. They like come the next day, you know. And them don't know what them do.
When they one gone.
They don't know what them there.
Shit.
Men and women, a few men and a few men, and them tired. And them still don't know what them there. Them just walk up and look for civilization now. And them vehicle, you know, the vehicle is somewhere.
And they don't know where they run the vehicle.
Yeah, imagine when them people go home and look back on the journey. Oh my God. It's a mental, it's a break, it's a escape from the everyday routine thing that again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't reach me, that bug didn't reach me. Because I can't see myself I do it.
No, sir, I can't run no more, so. I can't run no more. I'm too old for jail.
You're physically incapable.
You're physically incapable. You need them a good again. Me carry COVID weight. Where me run go? You can't jump fence.
I know, say, even if me fit like gold in an area, I can't do it mentally. I can't. No, man, some things make me say, no, I'm a big man, I can't do certain things.
We're not rule breakers. Some care desperate to get.
I can't see myself run up on the pitch to celebrate when I football match.
No.
Champs time. They just can't say up some big man do it. A goal score you on the pitch. What you do on the field? You're 40 years old. Your team score. What you do on the pitch? I got hug people. A man, I got hug another man and score. What you do on the pitch? There's certain things we just can't do. So, I can't do the police thing, you know. I don't see myself run from police because I'm unruly. Yes, sir.
What?
I prefer stay with my man.
Yeah, I'm afraid of jail, you know. I'm afraid of jail bad. So you're not catch that. You're not get that from me.
Yeah, I'm still one man mad. Make the Minister of Health vehicle come and carry me down mad. Then I'm mad. When Bellevue.
Bellevue, admit me.
Yeah, admit me. But now I look at mental escape. And I make police run me down. And I mean that. But people, I tell you, the seriousness of this thing, it change people's character. It make them just start operate out of the normal self where people say, wait there. I never know that person there. How comes that person there? And nobody realize that something is going up or something.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't want to touch upon some things we must look out for. That are signs of possible stress from the pandemic that may develop if not treated, or somebody see it and say, we could observe it and say this thing will get worse, and if it start get worse, we get medical assistance.
Yeah.
So some things to do with feelings, your emotions, where you must look out for. Feeling of fear. We talk about fear of not paying our bills, and you drum up this anxiety over it,
Yeah.
So the feeling of fear. Things where normally you're not fearful of. If somebody observe you being fearful of every little things, minor things, outside their character, that's a sign that stress.
Right, and anxiety can feel like a heart attack, It make you feel like you're having a heart attack, And if you're ever having an anxiety attack, just get a brown paper bag and breathe into it.
It works.
Until you calm yourself down.
Feeling of anger. You're normally a calm, cool, collective guy, girl, easygoing, and you're just angry.
You have mood swings.
Yeah. Outside of your character again, another sign. Take note, whether with yourself or with somebody else. Sadness. You're a happy-go-lucky person, and you just look. The smile gone. The smile turned frown constantly. Sign again. This may caused by the pandemic stress, and it's something that we should note. Worry. You become worrisome. Just worrisome. You just complain. You complain about everything.
Right.
Everything you complain about. Numbness. No, the numbness is that you stop being empathetic and sympathetic about it. You hear something that's supposed to alarm you, you say,
Yeah.
Yep. Huh? You didn't hear what I say? You didn't know. Just drop them something, so?
It's like nothing. No empathy. No empathy.
That type of and you're not that type of person. You're sign again, you just numb. And frustration, that's self explanatory. Burden roll up on your shoulder, and you're frustrated, and you may become suicidal if it allows to continue. So these are the things, or the emotions and the feelings might be signs that you are being stressful. But you have other signs that you might look out for. You have things like change your appetite. It's either you start eat enough,
I start eat less.
You start eat less. You're a conscious person in terms of sugary intake, and you start to taste chocolate and donut and them something. Not you. You always tell people say eat vegetable and eat this and now you eat everything well. You go against. Sign.
When I'm stressing them, me eat and when I'm stressing. I stress eat. When I'm stressed.
We can't have something. Yeah, we can't have something. We need somebody to balance and all that. Yeah. But it means I eat too. Proof.
But you show my proof. But not even gonna show my proof.
Changing energy. We spoke about this. Say, I want to go outside and I can't go outside. The sun shine. You there in New York with the snow. earlier the year, and me have the son, and you said, "Go out then, no man. You got the weather nice, and you just can't. You know, the energy. You know, and you're normally probably a gym freak, or you know, you jog around your community, run your trail. You just can't go. You know, you're bridging them a call. So I want to see you on the trail. I want to see you in the gym. Just
Yeah.
have the
Low
Right.
energy.
change a desire. Desire change can become desire to have sex. You know,
Yeah, that kind of figure sex drive.
you just not in the mood. The wife I say, lingerie. I just see one big mampy baggy. That's all I see. Nothing for turning on. You just have no desire for that. And this is another sign. You know, if you know your man, ladies, and especially men, that I detect from my wives because them plans lose desire like that. Sorry, I have to say that. No, kill. That's the message. You won't use this lack of desire to diagnose more people who are married. Use it for the men. This is for the husband.
Me not know percent.
Your husband usually run you down and you used to run from the man to your greedy, your crave. And all of a sudden you stop getting run down. And the wrong stress. The pandemic get him. Take note, watch him carefully, and don't make him reach that point where he gets depressed and becomes a serious mental problem. And desire, interest, same thing. Sports. They have the interest in the sports, even for watching on the TV.
You know what? Watch it again.
So Euro, no, you know what Euro? Excuse. Yo, what's in that play as South Africa now? Excuse. Yo, national trials are coming up. Track and field. Excuse. Olympics. Excuse. Well on it. No, something wrong. Something wrong. You lose interest in that. So things where you're passionate about, you lose interest in it. So another sign. You know. So we deal with the emotional talk and we lose the change. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Some difficulty in concentrating and making decision. You are normally relied on to be functional in this department.
Right.
In your home, your job. It's not jobless people alone.
Yeah, people find a job too. Yeah.
And you can't do the presentation. You have difficulty to do the presentation, making some conclusion to a discussion. You're not participating in the discussion. You just can't get together.
Or if you're a critical thinker, a problem arises, you can't find a solution.
And everybody knows that you are the man.
Yeah, you can't. You hit a brick wall.
And it's not one brick.
I just don't.
After a brick wall.
Yeah. I just don't care. You know? Who cares?
Difficulty to sleeping, and the sleeping might start having nightmares. You know, have nightmares for your people. And all of us as adults, you start having nightmares. Crying again. You know, sleeping disorder. You have to probably go to doctor to get some tabs. You know, I use a normally a sleeper people normally have to wake up to sleep to go to work. You know, wife I wake up, husband wake up, wife on the clock, and that alarm clock have to wake up. No, you just sit down and wait and look on the clock, the alarm, can't sleep. Or you're never normally a sleeper, but now you're a sleeper like
sleep.
Yeah, you know.
Low energy.
Yeah, your blood pressure. What? You have low blood pressure? You're going to coma, or you just always out. You know, signs, person sleep. Just wake up 9 o'clock, and by 11 o'clock, them guys will good sleep again and snore. And them sleep 8-9 hours, and 2 hours after them gone deep sleep again, sign again. You know, so it works both ways. Can't sleep again, or you're sleeping too much, or you're having nightmares. So you're having nightmares, unusual, for too long, talk to somebody. You know, and the whole discussion we have is to get people communicate with somebody.
Yeah,
And
because people aren't taking mental illness serious, and it's very serious thing. We see people kill themselves, and we're like, really?
more power that, but it's not just that. It's a long time ongoing.
It's a real illness. It's a real illness, and it have to be taken seriously. Because for too long, too many people have been suffering.
So we are trying to normalize the conversation, make it an everyday talk, everyday piece of the conversation. That hey, it's not no longer taboo to speak of mental illness. That people can't accept it. Like remember when people were AIDS victim? You remember that when AIDS back in the 80s and coming to the 90s?
Yes, and you know when if somebody AIDS, you don't want to touch them, go near them.
You know who want to call them on the phone. Yes, that paranoia. Yeah, but we want to break that with mental illness also. You know that people feel free to express themselves so they can get help.
Yeah, there need to be more argument. There need to be more argument around it. People need to understand that there's nothing wrong with them. They're not broken. They're not weak. You know, it's an illness, and it's real. And if you shut yourself away, you won't be able to get help. And get the help you need. And you're not alone.
That's like some flu or sinus can. If you don't treat it, it can turn bronchitis.
Bronchitis, pneumonia, all of that.
Yeah, and it has stages if you don't deal with it early. So that's the purpose of us being here tonight. That you can say, see the sign. These are signs. Do you know somebody like that? Are you experiencing things like this?
Right.
You know, you have other things like physical reaction, such as headache. You're not a migraine person, but you behave like you have migraine.
You get tension headache.
I spoke to you about it the other day.
Yeah, early in the week.
That's a poor connection. Switch to audio only. I don't know what's happening.
I don't see the message.
Might have cut off my head. Gone now.
Okay.
I told you that I had experienced some headache, a constant pressure. Earlier this week, earlier this week,
yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna go on some tab. I'm just a top person, you know, when I ride it out, you know. So me see that come on and say something alright, you know. But this headache thing, you know, it not tear me head up split it, but there's a constant shadows there. Things like that are signs. If you watch, if you stay with you long enough, you know, you have body aches and pain, you have stomach problems, you have skin rashes, you know.
Yeah.
These are signs that some changes is taking place, and these changes can also caused by stress. What
about drugs and drinking?
Yeah, I mean, I reach us yet.
Oh, okay.
Worsening chronic problem. You're diabetic, but you can't. You know, normally can't control it. No, it just out of whack. No matter what you do, if you can't, you're hypertensive, you can't get it under control. Medication coming and again, you know, other factors enter the play now and make the existing problems worse.
I know stress can cause cancer too, you know.
Yeah, it breaks down your immune system.
Yeah.
And you're prone to anything, you know.
Please stay tuned for part 2.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't forget to comment.
And hit that notification bell.
This has been another episode of Teach and the Prof.